We all might know someone who is interested in dark tourism. It might seem intriguing to visit places associated with tragedy and death, but not all of these places are safe. These are hotels around the world that are associated with murder, death, and hauntings, and if I were you, I would not book to visit any on this list. These are the top 5 haunted hotels you should never visit, part 2. Coming in at number 5, we have the Queen Anne Hotel in San Francisco. The Queen Anne Hotel was originally an exclusive girls' boarding school built in 1980. This building is said to be haunted by the spirit of the old headmaster. The building was reportedly sold against the headmaster's wishes. It is said her spirit is still attached to room 410, which was her old office. Guests have reported that her ghost seems to be a very caring soul. Hauntings have included unpacking suitcases, tucking guests in, and even singing them to sleep, which sounds terrifying. One guest even reported waking up on the floor with their bedding neatly tucked around them. Not every ghost in the hotel is as warm as caring as the headmistress though. The building was previously used for various secret societies. They would meet here with their members who reportedly had something to do with astrology. Could they have been messing with the paranormal? People have reported suddenly feeling very cold in certain spots in the house. They feel like they're being watched, with others catching strange reflections in the mirror. So not all of the Queen Anne's ghosts are bad, but is it really worth the risk for the headmistress to tuck you in at night? I mean, I don't really want anyone tucking me in at night, dead or alive. A little bit weird. In at number 4, Hotel Provincial in Louisiana. The Hotel Provincial, located in New Orleans, Louisiana, is said to be haunted by the spirit of a former soldier. The hotel has a beautiful French design and boasts about their historical heritage to the land. It turns out the hotel is built over an old military hospital from 1722. In 1831, twin houses were then built on the site, but they both burned down in 1874. There have been many guests who have reported hauntings of the soldier in many different forms. Some hear doors opening and closing on their own, or footsteps walking the halls at night. Several seances have actually been performed at the hotel over the years, many of which resulted in ghostly visions or recorded audio of a voice saying, "Tell Diane I have to go." There was even a female guest who reported being pulled from her bed by her hand across the room as she kicked and screamed. Although not everyone has an encounter with the soldier, it's enough to keep me from booking a room. In at number 3, we have Holmes Murder Castle in Chicago. Luckily, this is not a hotel you can visit any longer, but it is still a cautionary tale, so do your research before booking to stay anywhere. Herman Mudgett, who went by the name Dr. Holmes, built and operated his 60-room hotel in the Chicago suburbs in the late 1800s. He was the architect for this hotel and had a very clear vision of what he wanted. The castle included a lot of strange features: rooms with no windows, doors that didn't go anywhere, trapdoors, and even hidden passageways. When he opened for business, the unlucky visitors got more than they bargained for. Dr. Holmes went on to be known as the United States' first serial killer. For 4 years he held the visitors prisoner, torturing and killing them. He admitted to 28 murders, but they suspect he was responsible for many more. Some rooms were sealed shut and used as gas asphyxiation chambers. Others were lined with iron plates and had blowtorches built into the walls to burn the victims. He was eventually arrested for insurance fraud of all things. The murders were revealed when investigators searched the hotel. They found surgical rooms covered in blood, jars filled with bones, prison rooms fitted with alarms in case anyone tried to escape, and chutes attached to his rooms to directly dump the bodies in the basement. He even had his own crematorium, vats of acid, and 2 lime pits that could dissolve a body in a matter of hours. Once he was hung for his crimes, his hotel was burned to the ground to prevent this from happening to any more traveling souls. So just because you find a good deal on TripAdvisor, do your research before booking. Although we do all love a good deal. In at number 2, Crescent Hotel in Arkansas. The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas was the first luxury spa in southern United States. Built in 1886, it was also doomed to be a haunted attraction. The entire town is known to have ghosts roaming, but they seem to be especially attracted to the Crescent. In particular, you will want to avoid room 218. The legend goes that a stonemason fell to his death in the area that is now room 218. No one knows the stonemason's name, but hotel employees call him Michael. Those who have stayed in room 218 have reported many weird interactions with his ghost. He has been heard screaming in terror from the ceiling above the bed. bed. Someone even claimed they saw him in the room mirror attempting to reach out into the room. However, Michael is not the only ghost haunting Crescent. The hotel was also a cancer hospital in the 1930s. Guests have reported seeing nurses moving corpses on a gurney between the halls. There have also been sightings of Dr. Ellis, a cancer surgeon, as well as the Lady in White, a woman in a flowing gown who floats through the gardens and perches on balconies. You might think all of these hauntings might be bad for business, but the hotel remains a big tourist attraction, as well as a major stop in the local ghost tours. And finally, in at number 1, we have Hotel Galvez in Galveston, Texas. The Hotel Galvez in Texas has seen a lot of death and misfortune. It may look like a beautiful luxury hotel and spa, but having been built around 110 years ago, its history is hard to shake. A hurricane hit Galveston, Texas in 1900, killing thousands and destroying the town, including the candy store that once stood where the hotel is now located. The hotel opened in 1911 in efforts to rebuild the town. It was reported that while restoration was taking place, many bodies were discovered and disturbed, and ghosts reawakened. There are many different reports of different types of ghosts from around the hotel. Children can be heard playing and laughing lower down in the hotel near the restrooms. They could have once played here before the candy store was destroyed, and their spirits like the familiarity with the location. If you ask the staff of the hotel, they too have their own stories and interactions with the spirits. One known ghost is the love-torn lady who haunts the 5th floor. It is said that she lost the love of her life at sea. Stricken with grief, she hanged herself from the top turrets of the hotel. Her love later returned from the sea, much to everyone's surprise, only to find what his beloved had done in her grief. She now walks the halls in her sorrow. It is said when she wants to be left alone, she will disable the electronic keys for the floor, and those around can feel a cold presence that is not common for the area. This is just one of the many haunted buildings in the area. Will you be taking a haunted tour around Galveston, Texas? I unlikely will, because I've got no desire to go to Texas, to be honest. Nothing for me there. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? What haunted hotel scares you the most? Would you stay at any of these hotels? I wouldn't. But you guys probably will, you sickos. Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 3. Before I go though, I just want to respond to a few comments from one of our last videos, top 5 haunted items you need to pray before touching part 2. Jay Perkins said, I love y'all's videos, try scariest towns abandoned for mysterious reasons. I loved this idea and I did instantly add it. So, keep your eyes peeled. It's coming. DMB Land 99 said, they really need to subtitle Chris lol, can't understand him. I completely agree, but sometimes Chris says things we can't subtitle. Sometimes Chris says bad things. Sometimes Chris needs to be muted. But when he's appropriate, we'll subtitle him. Chalkboy8 said, if you cry for no reason because you can, isn't that a reason? Yeah, I guess so. Throwing my words back in my face. Chalkboy8. Leave me alone. And on that note, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And until next time, I'll see you later. Trapdoors and even hidden passageway. And even hidden It like felt like something went down my shirt. No, it felt like someone someone tickled me, like a ghost. I don't know, that was weird. I was like, is something like a bug there or something? It freaked me out. Sorry about that.